Before we start, I would like to state a few things. First of all, despite featuring Thomas the Tank Engine characters, this video and channel in general is not intended for children in any way, shape, or form, as it includes swearing, talking trains, mediocre voice acting, violence, and mentions of sensitive events. If you are a parent whose child had been influenced by any of these things in a bad way, let me emphasize that I will not take any responsibility for what you or your child watches. So, if you are afraid of trains, or if you haven't heard words like fuck, shit, or piss before, then, well, you have now. I would also like to state that I do not own the rights to Thomas the Tank Engine. That unfortunate honor goes to Mattel Creations, not me.
Alright, seems it's your turn, Steamer. Oh, don't worry. You had your time, and now it's past. But at least you're not the first steamer to be scrapped, and certainly not the last.
Well, what have we got here then? An LNER J50 class tank engine, I presume? Well, no, not really. Who are you? Wait, why do you look so... Oh yes, apologies. I'm the controller of the Northwestern Railway, better known
Sir
as...
Topham Hatt!
Look, I don't know how to say this, but I'm terribly sorry. Well, I seem to be getting that a lot, aren't I? First Elijah, now you. No, you must be referring to my father. I'm his son, Charles Topham Hatt II. I'm assuming you're one of those engines who met him before my time as controller. Well, yeah. Did Sir Tom ever talk about me to you? Not much, but we did have a tank engine that used to be a J50 back in the early days of the railway. Well then, I must have been that engine. But if I may ask, why are you here? Well, to put it in short, the Brendan branch line has been needing more motor power for a long while now, with only 2 engines to run the whole line. I had brought in Donald and Douglas temporarily on multiple occasions, but I can't have them work there anymore as of a project I'm working on. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any steam engines, especially in recent times, and I can't purchase the funds for a diesel. So, I had to come here myself for any engines to bring. Seeing as how you have had history with the island, I ask you, would you like to come and work on my railway? I'm sorry, what's your name? Well, it's... It's Yusuf. That's my name. Well then, what do you say? Take me with you. Alright. I shall plan to have you sent to Sodor immediately.
Come along, come along. Bye, Terence. Whoa there, Thomas. Oh, hello, Henry. Oh, hello. Why are you here? Maintenance Diesel. Just returned from the Normandy line. Wow. Nice. Isn't that the one that goes through a field of bluebells? Yes, but apparently the standard gauge axis has been shut down. Another victim to British Rail cutting down branch lines, I presume. And the Beeching axe. Most likely. Though our railway hasn't been affected at all. Yeah, no duh, your railway has no association with BR. Was it something I said? I don't think it was you, Rusty. For fuck's sake! How many more times is this going to happen? Finally! I'm here. You know, it's funny. Even after you had been rebuilt, you are still late when arriving with your passengers that are transferring to my branch line. It seems you haven't read your fucking smoke box on the fact that I'm a guaranteed connection and have to run my branch line on time with no failure, delay. Thomas, we've been over this for years now! What's your oh so good reason this time? There was a cow blocking my line! Is that it? Yes! Right, I'll just give you the earful next time you're late, instead of today, since I can't be Dr. Beeching is here. What? You heard me. Wait, when did he arrive? Yesterday, apparently. He already dealt with the main line, and now he's onto the branch. Turns out the Normandy branch line's access from our rails has been closed down. He might come for your line soon, and then you won't have to worry about being late. Oh. Seems I will have to make up the lost time now. Well, now I'm worried. About Beeching or the delays? Well, Beeching. Annie, Clarabelle, you both, along with this branch line, are everything to me, and I would hate to lose either of those. If that man doesn't see value in this branch line, he will surely shut it down. Not only would that mean my fate could possibly be sealed, but it means... well... maybe I'll lose you both, too. Oh, come now, Thomas. I'm sure everything will be fine for us, even if the line closes. Will it, though? Before I got my branch line, you both were out of service ever since this railway opened, from what I remember. In that shed at Tidmouth. What if this can end up being a bad sign for things to come? And, in fact, what if... Thomas, even if we don't make it, I know you can manage fine without us. You did before you got your branch line, and at least we had a good time with you as our engine. Right, Clarabelle? Quite right, Annie, quite right. Besides, I don't think the Fat Controller would even let such a thing even happen with that man here. He is the controller, after all. Right, that does make sense. Thanks, you two. I guess I really did need to hear that. Where would I be without you two? Either on the branch line without us, or still in the yards in Knapford.
That is correct.
Hello,
Thomas. Oh, hello, Toby. Henrietta.
Something up with you?
Well, there was. You know Dr. Beeching, chairman of British Rail?
Well, I've heard of him, yes, but don't you mean British Railways, and why do you ask?
Well, no, they rebranded and changed to British Rail earlier this year. But anyway, to answer your question, Henry told me he's here on Sodor and most likely doing what he did on the mainland, except now here. I was worried this could mean the branch line closes, and I kind of still am. Maybe I'm either sent away somewhere else on the island, or worse.
That it could be the beginning of the end?
It's been the beginning of the end for you for years now, old-timer.
Because it was. Back then, at least. Twice. You're not that much younger than me, Thomas.
Oh, I know. Physically, at least. Why did your old line close again?
Bankruptcy, road traffic, and loss of a loved one. However, I did leave my home once before that.
Well, yeah, but this is a bit different, I'd argue. Back then, you were lucky to be brought here. But, you know, we're in the era of British Rail, and what if there's nowhere else, and what's happened to you
is possible to happen here?
Yeah. It's like, Look, I'm late now, and I'm doing my best to keep up to time, and I will make sure that this branch line stays, as it is certainly everything to me.
You're right to do that. Don't let it crush you too much. You're a fine engine, a proud one. And I've seen you go through tougher situations than this before. Like last week, for example.
Oh, rub it in! Fuck you too, Toby! It's funny to think we became friends over some silly constable. Indeed it is. Well, seems I can finally go again. See you later, Toby.
Bye, Thomas.
Just keep going through this and continue what you've been doing. I don't remember you caring about the closure of the line, or about that branch in general, James. Besides when Stephanie visited a while back. I don't think you lot get it. If he's here already closing Normanby's rail access and creeping onto our lines, that axe could swing anywhere and cause ultimate danger for all of us. The mainland's got more diesels than steam now, and they're pushing engines on the mainland aside. Could be that Beeching will try to do so to us as well. He's been here for 2 days anyway.
Let that man say and do what he likes.
The diesels will never get the pristine of my express. I've pulled the Queen before, unlike them, and my entire family has a reputation for speed records which they could never beat. Last thing we need is one of the road diesels on our railway again, especially after that D261 was here. And do I even mention diesel? Aye, scum of the earth! An absolute muckle nuisance to me. We've seen what's happened over there in Scotland before we arrived here. It was a nightmare. And if I didn't arrive here with Donald, I would be long gone by now as young diesels came in and took over other engines' work. What? Even an engine as big as me? Aye, Gordon, even you. They're not just replacing engines. They're sending in diesels who don't respect us in the slightest. Never shutting up about how modern and superior they are and saying we are long in the tooth, as they put it. If I could, whilst me and Dougie were still in Scotland, I would have bashed their buffers so hard they'd practically be up their noses if possible. Very mature of you to say, Donald. Oh, and don't get so high and mighty now, Gordon. What are you going to do if you get rerouted to a branch line or something, and another engine takes the express in your place? Oh, don't even joke about that, little James. That would never happen. I'm an express engine and only an express engine. I never run on branch lines. The Fat Controller makes sure of that. Branch lines are vulgar. Now, if you excuse me, I must take the express as usual. Good day, gentlemen. Yeah, I have to leave too. Oh, who do we have here then? Hello, Percy. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh yes, it has for sure. Good to see you again, Mavis. Likewise, Percy. How things been? Not the best since today. Apparently, Dr. Beeching has come to Sodor yesterday and is already beginning on closing lines and stations here that he deems unnecessary. Wait, really? How do you know this? I was there to see him arrive in a passenger train, though I didn't know it was him at the time. The diesel engine that brought him in talked about how they recently wiped out a class of engine entirely, so I didn't think much of it. Well, I'd hate to ask, but which one? British Railways has gotten rid of all the mainland lot of LB and SCR E2 class tank engines. They got the first few scrapped last year and the latest one just today. The only surviving E2 is the Northwestern's number 1. Thomas. Oh my. Oh dear. Will you be able to get through this? I suppose so. I didn't have any memories of my siblings and was never close to them. I'll manage. The only life I have known here is on Sodor anyway. If only it was like that for me as well. Oh dear Lord. You know, despite our conversation the last time we spoke, you're not like the others, Mavis. The big engines keep saying all diesels treat them like rusted metal and nothing else, yet you are a showcase of that not being true. Thank you, Percy. And agreed. But not all diesels are like that, Percy. I can tell you that for sure. But far too many are. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. I totally believe that. You and Rusty are examples. But like you said, too many are. Sorry to bother your conversation, Percy, but I think it's best you get going. Well, I guess that's me then. See you around, Mavis. Safe travels. Of course it had to be.